This episode of the Bar Star Podcast is proudly brought to you by Louisville Music Studios, located at 4220 Trio Avenue in Louisville, Kentucky. Zip code is 40219, and the phone number for booking is 502-693-7462. Louisville Music Studios is awesome. That is where my home base is for my new secret project. And they have been amazing. The staff is amazing. David Payne has worked on a really, really cool concept and brought it to life. And he is constantly making changes over there. It's an awesome place. You guys need to go check it out because not only is it an awesome place, but they're giving away something for free. David and I had a conversation and he decided to extend our offer. With a 2-hour minimum, if you call that number for booking to book some rehearsal time, you will get your first hour for free. Free shit. Who doesn't like free shit? We're musicians. Most of us are broke. So check them out. If you have not checked out Louisville Music Studios yet, you need to. Like I've said before, you can go in and rehearse for a couple hours. You can rehearse for an afternoon. You can set up a monthly rental so you can have a home base to work on, I don't know, secret projects, whatever you want to. So Louisville Music Studios is awesome. You need to go check them out. Staff is amazing. The gear is amazing. The room is amazing. I love them. They love me. And everything is just sunshine and fucking puppies. Oh yeah. Enjoy this episode of the show.
The Bar Star Podcast is a show full of stories, opinions, and sarcasm. Hosted by a working musician based in Louisville, Kentucky. Wait a second. This guy knows he's a drummer, right? Not an actual musician? Why would anybody want to... Never mind.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of the Bar Star Podcast. I am your host, Stephen O'Reilly. I want to thank you guys for coming back once again to hang out with my silly ass. I hope everybody had a good week. I hope everybody is doing well. And as always, I hope you guys went out and did some shit. Please make sure you check out my sponsor, Prophecy Inc., located in the ultra-fabulous Highlands in Louisville, Kentucky. You know the deal by now. Go in the shop, mention the show, and you will get 10% off your tattoo by any artist in the shop, not just Travis. And also make sure you check out my new sponsor, Louisville Music Studios, if you haven't already. You need to. If you have already, you know what's up. If you call the number for rehearsal time and you book with a 2-hour minimum, you will get your first hour for free if you mention the Bar Star Podcast. We're giving away free shit, so you can't beat that. I am not alone today. I am hanging out with my amazingly hot wife. One, Staci. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Oh my god, you're so cute. You're so cute.
Thanks. So are you?
Nah, I don't know. I haven't brushed my teeth today.
We've had a lazy day.
We have had a lazy day.
I kind of broke my foot.
You did kind of break your foot.
Well, not broke. It's a contusion.
You have a contusion.
A bad one.
Well, that's what happens when you drop 5 pounds of jars of shit on your feet.
Yeah.
That thing's nasty.
Shh. Don't look at it.
Ugh, I can't help it. Fucking gross.
There's nothing nasty about this.
You're right, except that toe. That toe's pretty gross. Okay, so we are here to talk about our little adventure we just had.
Yes.
We went to NAMM.
Yes,
in
we did.
Anaheim, the big one.
Yes, we did.
We went to the big one.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you've been to the Summer NAMM with me, and Anaheim doesn't even compare.
No.
So, I thought for today's show that we would just talk about some of the cool shit we saw. And you were with me, obviously, when I had my microphone out at the show, walking through drum hell. So, I'll edit that in later, put in some of that. The sounds of NAMM. It's quite obnoxious, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. Why are you looking at me like that? You have no idea what I'm talking about, do you?
No, I do. You're so flamboyant today.
A little extra today. Because I get to do a show with you. I like when I get to do shows with you. You hate this shit, don't you?
It's fine.
You can say you hate it.
It's my wifely duty. Get on with it.
It's not your wifely duty. You can tell me no.
I know.
I think there's a small part that likes it.
I tell you no all the time.
You do, and it sucks. I don't like it. I'm going to have to move on to Pornhub too, aren't I?
X-porn something. I don't know. I've heard there's more graphic out there. Just don't put it on the credit card.
Oh, no, I do the free shit. Fuck that. Okay, so all jokes aside, we went to NAMM, and it was, I will say firsthand, it was way overwhelming. Would you agree?
Yes.
It was fucking huge.
The party of all parties.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It was definitely the party of all parties. So we left here and we flew. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm totally not going to do that to you. So when we got there, we didn't really know where to go. So we went straight to the Sabian booth and saw my rep, Mr. Bob Rupp. I love that man. He's so awesome. And then we just walked around the show. And the coolest part for me, besides the rubbernecking that both of us were doing, was me trying to explain to you who all the people were.
I did a lot of Googling.
Yes, you did.
I'd read names on badges and Google. I got pretty damn fast. Did you know that is so-and-so? Yes, honey. I know.
But I had to break everything down for you, which was kind of funny. But
I met a new husband.
Which one? You met a couple.
I met a new husband at a party.
Oh, that one. Yeah. So apparently...
Darren J. Ashba.
Well, most listeners know him as DJ Ashba.
Darren J.
Is that what his badge said?
Do you know he was born in Monticello, Indiana? In November of 1974.
He's the same age as me?
Do you know his wife's name is Natalia?
Yeah, his wife's hot.
He flew her in a... Yes, she is. He flew her in a helicopter to propose to her.
Well, he
With the Las Vegas State Police helicopter. And then somebody tried to sue somebody because it was misuse of a police helicopter. Whatever.
He can do that because his bank account is hefty.
Do you know his first instrument of choice was drums?
No, I did not know that.
He used to get pots and pans and play drums when he was 5.
Nice.
You know he learned to play guitar on a school bus?
Did you know that you're a stalker?
I studied.
You didn't study, bitch. You
I
stalked.
studied because I wanted to know. I told you, these people are not... I don't like him because he's famous. I didn't give two shits when I met him.
That's true.
I hung out with him. I talked to him. He puts his pants on the same way I do. His pants are way cooler, but...
Those are some cool jeans.
Do you know he has his own clothing line?
I did.
He has a new store.
He has a new store in Vegas. Yes, I did.
At the Stratosphere.
Yes.
Which I've been to and rode all those rides.
His store is actually really badass.
Yeah, let's see. What else did I learn about Mr. Darren J?
Let's refer to him as DJ.
He, let's see. Beautiful Creatures.
Uh-huh.
Guns N' Roses.
Yup.
6 a.m.
Yup.
Pyromantic.
Pyromantics. Which is not out yet.
I'm reciting all
Actually,
this
there's
from
no
memory.
S. There's no S. It's Pyromantic. That was a thing he did with James Michael, who is the singer for 6 a.m. And when DJ and I were hanging out, he told me that he bought James Michael out, which is very interesting to me. So I'm probably giving away dirt, but the chances of DJ ever listening to the show are fucking slim to none.
He was a cool person.
Super
and that's
cool.
why I chose to research him, because I didn't know anything about him. So
Yeah.
I wanted to know.
He's
I
super-
learned a lot of shit about him.
DJ is super cool. It was really cool because I didn't know he was going to be there. When I was giving you the descriptions of all these people that I was freaking out about, you were like, who the fuck's that guy? Because they were all drummers. You had no clue. I got to hang out with the one and only... I'm totally not going to edit that out if it came through. I got to hang out with the one and only Carmine Appice, or Carmine Appice, however the fuck you say it. And I did see his brother Vinny, but I didn't talk to him. Carmine was cool. He is a fucking legend. Drumming legend. Who else did we see?
DJ.
It's really all you give a shit about.
He's the only one I researched because I was interested.
That's true.
Do you know he drives a murdered out Lamborghini?
Yes, I didn't know that.
How'd you know that? Stalker.
It's kind of my job to keep up with certain musicians and rock stars. It's not...
How old was his wife when they got married?
Oh, that I don't know.
21.
Ew.
She's hot.
She is hot, but
And she's
ew.
a model.
Ew.
Do you know what his net worth is? 10 million.
I'm not surprised by that.
He owns several companies.
Oh, yeah. He owns a lot of companies.
He's very smart.
Oh, he's a super smart businessman.
Do you know it's really hard to find a picture of him without makeup on?
Yes, it is. Did you know that him and his wife were on a greeting card?
I know they did videos together.
They
like
were on
reality kind of thing.
Yeah, there was a... well, they were on a couple reality shows. But there's some greeting card with the two of them standing at an altar. Decked out in their whole DJ Aspa shit.
Because they got married in Vegas.
Yeah. Okay, so... let's not... Oh, we're done talking about DJ.
It's the DJ Asper show.
Apparently it is the fucking DJ Asper show. No,
No,
but
he gave me a rose.
he did give and a kiss on the cheek, apparently.
Yes, he did.
Hey, you do what you got to do, girl. Just remember, I'm a badass drummer. Motherfucker need a job. Take one for the team all you want. I don't care. Just get me a job.
I really liked him and would love to go have coffee with him somewhere.
Super cool dude, all jokes aside.
Super
He
cool
really
dude.
was. He took the time, and the coolest part about him was when you actually went over there and said, my husband really would like to meet you. Because you know how I am. I'm kind of standoffish about that shit because I don't really get starstruck. Which I did at NAMM a couple times, which I'll talk about in a second. But when he walked over to me, or you brought him over to me, I should say, I said, hey man, I'm a big fan. I said, I've been a fan of you since Beautiful Creatures. And he put his arm around me and took me over to the original Beautiful Creatures singer and said, dude, this guy just brought up Beautiful Creatures. So
Yes.
that was kind of cool. I thought
There
that
was,
really cool.
3/4 of them there?
Yes, because Glenn Sobel was the drummer on that record, who was very short and sturt with me. Sturt? Is it turt? Short and turt? Short and stout? No, he's taller than me.
He was a dick. I'm
Yeah.
not a musician, I'll say it.
No, I'll say it. He was kind of dickish, but whatever. I get it.
That's why I had so much fun with DJ. He didn't care who I was.
No.
He hung out. He had a good time. We laughed. We talked about his wife.
Yep.
We told jokes. We had a blast. And that's
Mm-hmm.
why I was like, I want to get to know this guy. Sorry, dude. I don't really know a lot about you. I think you're cool and you're a lot of fun to party with.
No, he was. DJ was awesome. But we also met, I met Delana,
Yes, you did.
which was awesome for me. I had my little fanboy moment with her. She is a singer who, she's been around for a long, long time, but I didn't know who she was until Rockstar Supernova, which was a television show that came on 2005, 2006. Tommy Lee, Gilby Clark, Jason Newsted formed this band. It was also the same show that I found Storm Large and Lucas Rossi. Lucas Rossi ended up winning the show. But anyway, I followed her career after that show. She's put out 2 or 3 records. They're kind of hard to find, but if you can find them, you need to. But she was really cool, too. I was pleasantly surprised by her. She was actually really cool. But we met Stephen Perkins from Jane's Addiction. Mm-hmm. And Carmen
Very
Appice.
cool dude.
Yep, Carmen Appice, which I just said. And then we were walking around, and Peter Erskine walked by. And I kind of froze in my tracks for a second. And if you don't know who he is, he's a very unassuming dude. He has, I don't know, quadrillions of credits to his name, but I had to break it down for Stacy, so I was like, he's the Miles Davis of drumming, which was kind of cool. I saw Jack DeJohnette, and I was totally too scared to walk up to him. He's another fucking drumming legend. And then I met one of you weren't there Saturday when I met him. or
I'm
when I
not
saw him.
scared.
It's not about fear. It's about respect, and it's about, you know what? Everybody in this fucking building has talked to that dude. I'm going to give him 30 seconds of silence.
I ain't silent.
No, you're not. Until I saw Seven Antonopoulos. And then I fanboyed out hard. I really had to talk to him. For my drumming buddies that listen to the show, if you do not know who Seven Antonopoulos is, you need to fucking find out. He is phenomenal. And he, along with Delana, they both live in Europe. They don't even live here. I think Seven's from Texas. But he's a metal drummer, but you just have to research him. Just Google his ass or YouTube him. He's fucking awesome. And then you saw Lita Ford.
I did.
Told me where she was. We walked by her booth. That was pretty cool.
She's still rocking it.
Yep, still rocking it. She looks good. She's aging pretty well. I hate to be that guy, but I mean, she has been around since the 80s.
Let's talk about the concert on the Yamaha stage.
That was badass.
Yes.
And the reason it was badass was because nobody knew who was playing.
No, it was all kept secret.
Yeah, they just marched people out.
Yep.
And Sinbad was the host, and he made some jokes. And
He
they were
did?
pretty damn funny. And we were standing there, and Sarah McLachlan came out.
She is a beast.
She fucking killed us. She was
Yes,
so
she
good.
did.
She was so good.
Yes,
So good.
she was.
Very, very good. And then, so Friday and Saturday. No, I'm sorry. Thursday and Friday we went to the show. Saturday you didn't go to the show.
Nope.
I went by myself. And I only stayed for about 3 hours, and I finally quit. I couldn't do it anymore.
To the outlet mall we went.
It's too big. To the outlet mall we went, where you got Chucks and I got nothing.
Of course, I got Chucks.
But I struck out. I never struck out. It sucked.
I never strike out.
I was sad. You do strike out sometimes at the Chuck store. But
I didn't this time.
the only reason we bring that up is because of that fucking badass skate park inside the van store.
Yes, that was cool.
It was huge.
Yeah.
Huge indoor skate park and a shoe store. But it makes sense because Vans is from
We only
Orange
saw
County.
a fourth of the outlet mall before we left. So I wish we'd have had a whole day there. But
That's true.
I'd like to go back.
Anaheim
I
was
liked
pretty.
Anaheim. We didn't go to Disneyland. We were right across the street from Disneyland. We didn't do that, but I wouldn't do that without my granddaughter anyway, because it's a kid kind of thing.
True.
I wish we would have went to the beach. We didn't even make it to the beach. Anaheim's all right. If you go to IHOP, be prepared to take your credit card. 'Cause they're gonna charge you $50 for pancakes.
That is so
Very
true.
touristy, very expensive. Of course, you know, the drinks were not cheap, and neither was anything else there. But it was cool. I'd like to go back again, like I said, and do the beach stuff. I think if we go possibly next year, we'll extend it a few days or shorten the NAMM trip. The actual NAMM time shorten, spend more time outside of NAMM, or extend the vacation.
We could do it
2
either way,
days.
but I think probably what we should do if we go back is instead of going to NAMM Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, we should just go Friday and Saturday or Saturday and Sunday.
Well, I'm just saying we're extending to go to the beach.
Oh, yeah.
So,
We definitely have to do that.
had a lot of great Uber drivers give us great
did.
places to go. We just never made it to any of those places other than the outlet mall, and we'll hit up NAMM, Nashville.
Yeah, we'll probably go to that this year.
Since last year we were there for an hour before they closed.
Oh, my God.
Or 2 years ago, whenever it was.
Well,
we went.
yeah, because I didn't go last year.
But we have so many friends in Nashville now that we can make it a whole weekend and have a good time and hang out and
Well, I didn't go
hang
this
out
year
with our
because I
other
had
rock
gigs
star
that
friends.
weekend.
we'll just have to mark it off the calendar this year.
That is so true.
So
What was your least favorite part of NAMM?
the walking for days and the sound. My ADD was just. I mean, there was a point I had to plug my ears.
Oh, yeah. It's
And then I read online about all the sound complaints that they were going to shut down booths, and
a couple booths
you know,
did
you
get
would
shut
just
down.
have random major label artists. I don't even know who that little hip hop girl was. I should have stopped to find out, but I couldn't get to her because there was 85,000 people deep. Just walk up on a drum kit and just
She
start
was
beating the
wailing,
shit out
yep.
of crap, and next thing you know, there's 500 people around her with video cameras and cell phones out and loud. I mean, loud. It was just, you know, and then the next day they post all over line that there's no performances in the booths and, you know, whatever. I don't agree with that shit. I agree with the... I don't know how you control it. I mean, you've got 65 guitar players wanting to test out guitars, so they're all going to be playing different shit at the same time. You've got 65,000 drummers beating and banging on cymbals at the Sabian booth. You've got the dude that's hammering the actual cymbals by hand, and
Which
it's
was
just
fucking
like,
cool.
yeah, that was very cool.
Which was
I got
fucking
pictures
cool.
of him. That was very cool. But it's going to be loud. It's going to be obnoxious. It's going to be crazy. Now, do I agree with... You know, we saw the little twin country duet artists getting up and singing in the middle of a booth. No. It's not the time and place for a performance like that.
Right.
As far as scheduled shit, no. Save it for a stage somewhere else. Do that shit elsewhere. You know, if you've got, like a little bass thing or, two people just start jamming, that's one thing. But a whole full-on
trying to do a show
duet
inside,
performance in a booth, no, that's just too much.
Now,
I don't agree with that shit.
The thing that I did like, that I thought was cool, was when they had the autograph signings, because they had, I don't even know how many people were there, but they had a lot of autograph signings. And when I went Saturday by myself, they had the drummer for Slipknot in the SJC booth, and his line was literally half of the fucking convention center long,
right.
just to get a picture and an autograph. And I stood there and I watched it for a few minutes, and not because I was starstruck. I mean, I already admitted I had my 2 fanboy moments, but I watched it to see how they were doing it, and it was kind of cool because he was really trying to take a few minutes with each person, and then he had the little fucking dudes with their earpieces. No, kids, I'm not making that up. This guy from Slipknot, and he had dudes with earpieces. It was ridiculous. That kept ushering everybody. All right, you're done. Get the fuck out of here. And I thought that was kind of annoying, but at least they had the people there for the general public or the vendors and shit to come up and say hello and get a picture and all that shit.
And that's great. My idea of fun is hanging out and party with these people. I got some pictures. They were not posed. They were not staged. They were not nothing. I never asked a single person for their autograph. I didn't ask them anything at all about their next record, their next whatever, what they've done in the past. We just hung out. We chilled. We hung out. Hey, you want me to get you a drink? I'm going to the bar. Sure, grab me a drink. High five. Cheers. How's your wife? She's great. Where's she at? She's in Rome. Okay, great. Have you met my husband? That's cool shit to me. I don't want to stand in line to get somebody's autograph.
Right, but that's what the parties are for.
Right.
When you go to the parties, that's what they're for. Because the same night we met...
So can we just skip the convention and go to the parties? I'm just saying.
You may not be shocked, but you'd be shocked how many people actually do that. They don't even go to the show. They just go to the parties. They get their badge so they can go to the parties.
It was so much fun, and just... For me, being a non-musician, walking around just looking at how people are dressed and thinking to myself, you're a rock star. Who are you? Pulling out my phone to Google your name on your badge. Oh my God, do you know that's so-and-so from so-and-so? Yes, baby, I know. I know exactly who that is. He's a legend. Well, I didn't know. He just looks like a rock star. I mean, DJ's standing in the corner off by himself with 3 or 4 other people and eye makeup, and I'm like, he's got to be somebody. Who's that?
Well, and when you pointed him out to me, I went, holy fuck, that's DJ Ashba.
Right. I mean,
But then we saw Eddie Trunk.
Yes, we did.
And our friend BP had a mini freak out. He had a freak out about DJ Ashba, but he also had a freak out about Eddie Trunk.
It was good seeing those guys again, too.
Yep. So we did. We ran into Chip and BP
Chipper.
and EpiPen, Jeff Epperson.
Epi wasn't feeling good. I hope he's feeling better.
Yep. It's weird when you go to another fucking state way away and you run into people from home. That was bizarre. But I thought it was kind of funny for me because I listen to Eddie Trunk, and I've talked about Eddie Trunk on the show before because I listen to his podcast and shit. And BP was freaking out about it, so I got a picture of BP and Eddie Trunk, and I never said a word to Eddie Trunk. I didn't say anything. And I had my Bar Star shirt on, too, which was even more funny.
Nice.
I just kind of... When I turned and walked away from him, I just kind of... I had that pregnant pause before I took a step, hoping he saw the back of my shirt.
Those are my favorite pictures that I took the whole time, though, were the ones where... I would just take a picture of you chilling, talking to somebody.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have pictures of me with those people. I have pictures of you with them. I have pictures of BP hanging out with them. It was just a conversation.
The only pictures I had posed where I took two selfies. The one with Delana and the one with Seven Antonopoulos. I had to get pictures of meeting them. We saw Ricky Rocket.
Yes, we did.
There were so many fucking
people.
A
lot of people.
Yeah, there was just too many to name.
I didn't even know who half of them were.
No. It was awesome, though.
They're people. They're fun. They're chill. They're hanging out on the same sidewalk waiting for an Uber that I am.
Yep.
That's what made it even cooler.
Yep. They totally were. Because there is the one place where they know they're going to get bombarded, but it's bombarded by people that appreciate them for what they are, not who they are.
Well,
and that's the difference.
it's because it's not open to the general public.
Right.
Joe Schmo from Phoenix Hill can't go to NAMM to go meet DJ Ashba.
They can. It's only open on Sunday, and everybody knows that. So by Sunday, all those fuckers are gone.
Right.
They're not even there.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
See, we didn't even go, so.
Yeah. Well, the Nashville one's the same way. It's only open to the public, the general public, on Sunday. Well, it used to be that way.
But I mean, like the parties and stuff, these aren't, or even at NAMM, like the lines are you're either an artist, the lines at NAMM to meet these people or get their autograph or whatever, you're either an artist, a retailer, a buyer, or a guest of one of the above. Mm-hmm. So, or an educator.
Yep.
So it's not open to
Joe Schmo from Phoenix Hill. No,
Right.
you're right. Yeah.
you know, it's not your random typical. The people that go have respect for
Right.
who you are and what you do, like you said.
Yeah, I think.
And same thing with the parties. You can't just get into these parties. Nobody can get in these parties without a badge.
No.
So you're.
And the one thing I thought was super cool, because I had no idea, is I think you and BP were watching the band, and you know how I am. I don't go down front. I just hate it. But you were watching the band at the Hilton, and I just happened to be kind of near the door, and I saw this dude walk in, and I went, what the fuck is he doing here? It was Bob Tyrell, which freaked me the fuck out. You didn't know who he was. You know now. A lot of my listeners probably aren't going to know. Kids, Google him. He's pretty much the fucking man when it comes to tattooing. But the coolest part about Bob Tyrell is I had no idea that he is a guitar player.
Really?
That's why he was at NAMM. He was doing a performance, I guess, 3 bars down from the Hilton or something. It was something weird like that. He was basically 3 or 4 blocks over doing a performance, packed up his gear, and then came to the Hilton to hang out. Mm-hmm. And I walked up to him because my tattoo artist, Travis King, has massive respect and this, that, and the other. So I kind of bumped into him purposely, and I said, hey, I hate to bother you. I said, but I just want you to know that my tattoo artist would kick the shit out of me if I didn't say hello to you. And he said, oh, yeah, who's your artist? And I said, Travis King. And he went, you tell that motherfucker I love him. Oh, my God, I love him and I miss him. Get a picture.
What?
I said, I can send it to him right now. I said, do you have his number? He goes, I think so. Let me see. And he pulled up his phone, and we're comparing numbers. And he goes, yep, that's the right number. I said, you need to call him, dude. He said, well, you need to take a fucking picture. I said, well, let me
Nice.
took a picture and sent it to Travis. Yeah. So that was really cool. That was cool for me.
What was Travis's response?
Oh my God, where are you? What happened? It was really long. I'm not going to read it on the show.
Just say I found a new artist, dude.
Yeah.
You're fired.
Travis, you're fired,
You're
brother.
fired.
Bob Tyrell is taking me out. But yeah,
I'm in his shop right now.
Exactly.
We're going to dinner.
But he is apparently a badass guitar player, and I had no idea.
Nice.
And he's a lefty.
See?
He's a lefty guitar player.
See, you get to know things about people that are just amazing.
But I thought it was a cool experience, and I thought it was cool for you because I've said this on another show, or I'm sure I've said it on another show. One of the cool things about our relationship is, as long as you and I have been together, it's still, I don't know what the right word is. I don't know if it fascinates or whatever, but I love to watch you be surprised about things and learn things. Like almost with an innocent wonder, because you don't fucking know these people.
No.
You don't give 2 shits. If they were singers or actors and actresses, you would know more of who they are.
Probably not.
If Brad from 3 Doors Down walked in this room, you'd know exactly who the fuck he is.
Only because I've been in his studio.
No, that's Chris's studio.
Well, whatever. It's where he records.
But it was cool for you to learn who these people are and know that a lot
They're
of them...
just people to me.
Right, but what I'm saying is you not only were you learning who they are, but you were also learning, oh shit, that actually was an influence on me.
Right.
That part to me is cool,
Right.
because then you start to kind of connect the dots and go, oh, that makes sense.
I think I'm speaking for the famous people. I probably shouldn't, but I think it's probably cool for them to meet somebody that has no clue who they are, because that doesn't happen often in their life.
I would agree with
So I think it's cool for people like DJ Ashba to be able to go somewhere and hang out with somebody that really doesn't know who he is and doesn't really give a shit.
Right.
I'm not, oh my God, fanboy, fangirl, whatever. DJ Ashba, I must hang out with you. No, I'm like, yo, dude, I'm going to the bar. You need a drink? I would love a drink while you're there. Here's a rose. You know what I mean? It's probably just as cool for them,
Right.
as it is for me.
Right.
And it's that innocence, that pure, like, I don't give a shit what you've done or who you are. That's not why I want to talk to you, because I just think your clothes are cool and you wear makeup.
Right.
I mean, come on, dude, you paint your nails and I don't. So
No, there is that. But for the record, I was good. Was I not?
you were good.
No, I'm meaning I
what?
didn't freak out and get all fanboyish and even the 2 times I did get fanboyish, they never knew. I held that shit in because I didn't want to be
No,
that. I
you
didn't
would
wanna
walk
be that
by
guy.
people and I'm like, what is wrong with you? Go talk to them. You know them. You respect them. You want to meet them? Go meet them. Just like I walked up to DJ and was like, yo, my husband really wants to meet you. He's like, oh yeah, who's your husband? A little baldy over there with earrings. And he's like, well, let's go. I think he respected that about me because I'm just like, dude, I don't know who the
Yeah.
fuck you are, but
I don't give a shit.
let's have a
Let's
conversation.
do this. No, it was fun. So you would go back.
Absolutely.
All right. So what was your
We will go back next year. We're just going to extend. We're
Okay.
either going to shorten our name time or extend our vacation, even a day. I can't be that close to the beach again and not go.
Well, you can't be that close to a West Coast beach and not go.
I can't be that close to any beach and not go.
You right.
Sunsets are my favorite. I really wanted to see the sunset on the West Coast. Didn't get to see that, but it's cool. It's fine.
You're right.
It was not about me. This trip was all about you. You've never been able to go, so I wanted to make that happen for you.
That's very true as well. And I appreciate it. On the show, I appreciate it. And I appreciate you. I've always wanted to go to Anaheim NAMM. I've never got to go. I've been to the Summer NAMM 3, 4, 5, 6 times, whatever the hell it was. But I've never got to go to Anaheim. And it was definitely worth it. It was really, really cool. But it is definitely overwhelming. But before you tell me your favorite part, which I am assuming was the parties, can we talk about Loofah Bitch?
Oh my God, Mama Cupcake. We saw a chick wearing a giant pink loofah. I'm not even lying.
We're not making this up.
She was wearing a pink dress that looked like a giant loofah.
And cowboy boots.
I will tell you that one of my favorite parts of NAMM was people watching, because you saw people from all over the world, literally.
Good job. High five
High-five in the microphone.
Yes.
You saw people from all over the world that, of course, they have different styles and different fashion and, you know, what's acceptable and what's not acceptable. And there were some things that I would say are not acceptable for public, like a giant loofah.
Fair enough.
But they were there to get attention.
Oh, yeah.
There were half-naked chicks. There were half-naked dudes. There were, you know, they didn't save it for the parties.
Oh, no.
Because they weren't invited.
No, that's true.
There was some strange fashion. But I will tell you this. People in Anaheim are some of the coolest people I've ever met. Now, granted, they were from all over the world.
Yeah.
But even the locals, like in the stores and whatever, and I know it's because they're all stoned.
The
Pot is
Jazz
legal.
Cabbage.
The Jazz Cabbage
abounded.
smell
Oh my God.
was everywhere.
Were.
If I didn't work for the government, I'm just saying. If I get drug tested when I go back to work on Friday, it was secondhand smoke. I'm just saying. I did not partake. I raised my whatever hand. I raised both my hands. Because if I could have, I would have. I'm just saying.
Yeah, the Jazz.
Just because it was everywhere.
The Jazz Cabbage abounded.
I mean,
it was bad.
It was the first time I'd been in a state where it's legal.
Mm-hmm.
Now, apparently, according to one of the police officers, it's a felony if you get caught smoking it outside your house.
But they don't do shit about it.
No, they don't enforce it. That shit was everywhere.
Everywhere. And of course, it was all over NAMM.
So, of course, they're the most chill people I've ever met.
Oh, yeah.
Of
They're all
course,
fucking
nobody
stoned.
was fighting or arguing or loud, or
No.
I didn't see one single fight. And there were hundreds of thousands of people.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't even go to the local bar without seeing a fight.
Oh, I know.
Nobody wanted to fight. Nobody wanted to. They were just chilling, enjoying the music, and it was a blast.
It was a lot of fun.
We will be back next year.
I was going to say on the fashion thing, because you know I'm into fashion and my listeners know I'm into fashion. We did see some badass shit as far as clothing went. Mm-hmm. Can we talk about that one fucking jacket that dude had on? That was the coolest sport coat I have ever seen at the Hilton. Like, I got up from the table and went over to talk to him.
Yep.
It was, I can't even describe it, but it had chains and medallions, and it was 4 or 5 different patterns. And I walked up to the dude and I said, man, that is the coolest fucking jacket I've seen all day. And he goes, thanks, my girl made it. And she was standing right beside him, and he looked better than her, which I thought was kind of weird. But that jacket was amazing. There was some cool fashion out there. All right, so we're going to say that your favorite thing was the people watching, or your favorite thing was the party. You have to pick. What was your favorite?
The parties. Hello?
And we ended Saturday night, even though you didn't go to a party, or didn't go to the actual show with me Saturday. We ended Saturday night on the 5th floor of the Hilton by a pool.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was really cool.
That was very cool.
Jazz Cabbage abounded up there, too.
Yes.
With the life-size chess.
Yes.
On the fucking...
Hung out with your buddy.
Uh-huh. We did hang out with my buddy, one Mr. Bo Swanger, who you guys will be hearing from in the next few weeks.
Bo's very cool.
Yes, Bo and I have been friends for a long time. And
Bo's got some stories for days.
Motherfucker's got some stories for days. I'll just go ahead and give you
this. This was his, 17th NAMM or 19th. Something crazy?
19th NAMM. Now that's counting summer and winter.
See you in Nashville, Bo.
See you in Nashville, brother. But I will give you a spoiler. I did have a chance to get him on the show. You guys are going to love that episode. That'll be out in a few weeks, so keep your eyeballs and your earballs open.
Cool.
But that was a lot of fun.
Really cool.
But it was really cool, and I'm glad we got to go, and I'm glad you got to experience it with me.
Mm-hmm. I got to hang out and meet Bob Rupp.
Yes. Bob is
He's been a big part of our family for a long time, and
you've never met him.
I've never met him, and God love him.
Love that man. And for those of you guys that don't know, Bob Rupp is my Sabian symbol rep.
And Bob is battling brain cancer for the second time.
And he's going to kick
keep him
its
in your
ass.
prayers. Keep him in your prayers. He's struggling, but
he's a good dude.
One of the coolest people I've ever met. Big hugs, big hugs.
You talk about stories for days. Whew.
Right.
That dude has seen it all.
Right.
All right, so let's, I think now's a good time for me to kick you the fuck out of here. Because you're getting all teary-eyed thinking about Bob.
I'm going to the couch.
You're going to the couch?
Yep.
All right, wait. Any last words?
No.
Nothing? You're just going to leave them hanging like that?
All to myself.
Oh, girlfriend. There's so many reasons I love you.
Peace.
I think now I'm going to put in some of that stuff from the actual NAMM show when we were walking around with a microphone so they can hear how noisy it was.
Okay.
All right. See ya.
Bye.
All right, so this is fucking obnoxious. It's fantastic. I love it, but I really don't love it. It's brutal. Yep. So we're at NAMM. Walking around NAMM. I'm at the Sabian booth, and now I'm leaving. I have my hot wife with me, who's looking at me like I'm a fucking retard, which is kind of funny. I think it's funny. Now we're walking into drum hell. It's Friday. I don't know what time it is. Whatever fucking West Coast time. Loud as shit. We saw Lita Ford. Saw a bunch of other people. Glenn Sobel. Some old dude at Schlegel drums. It's kind of cool. It's interesting, to say the least. There's all kinds of good stuff happening. But I wanted to walk around and do it this way so you can hear how obnoxious NAMM can be. Because it gets so fucking loud. And every time we turn around, Stacy goes, "Who's that? Who's that? Who's that?" I don't fucking know. I don't have a clue. That's a hairdo and a half right there. That's pretty fucked up. It's a lot of dreads with a reverse mohawk and tattooed in the center. Kind of weird, but I like it. So anyway, this is what NAMM sounds like. Kind of interesting. Huh. Fuck is that? Virtual reality drumming shit. It's weird. And the most expensive drum kit in the world, apparently. What?
Scott Dolly was here.
Oh, yeah, he was. Take a picture of that. Yeah, he is. Fresh pinstripe, that's kind of cool. Pretty neat, pretty happening. All right, now we're gonna go to real drum hell, where it's really, really loud. A lot of virtual drums this year. Or I shouldn't say this year. I should say there's a lot of virtual drums at this thing. It's kind of crazy. Yep. Oh, and there's this company called A&F Drum Company out of Austin. Their shit is badass. You need to check them out, all my drummer buddies. Make some cool fucking shit. Whoa. Really like their shit. It's really fucking cool. Like old vintage drums, but with kind of modern hardware shit. It's pretty badass. They were established in 2016. So there you go. So there's some of the shit from NAMM. not much. I just really wanted you to hear the ambiance, or the fucking noise, whatever you want to call it. So, yeah, I'm out of here for now. See you later. All right. So now we're in Guitar World. Guitar World's way quieter than Drum World, yet still kind of obnoxious.
We never even saw any of this.
Nope. Yep. And that's pretty much Guitar World. Very quiet. I'm out. I'll be back later.
Well, that's it, kids. That's the show for the week. Stacy is on the couch. I am still in here talking to you. I hope you dug it. I hope you dug this little peek into NAMM if you've never been. And if you've never been and you are a musician, you need to go. Go to the Nashville one, go to the Anaheim one. Either one is fine. You're going to have way more shit to do at the Anaheim one. It is fucking huge. It's ginormous. And it really is overwhelming. And I don't mean that in a mean way or a derogatory way. You have to have a lot of time and be ready to walk because there's so much shit to see. We went all day Thursday, all day, most of the day Friday. And I went for 3 hours by myself on Saturday, and we still didn't see all of it. There was a couple floors we didn't even see. So it's really cool. If you ever get a chance to go, you need to. The parties are awesome. The people are awesome. So with that, I am out of here. I will be bringing you some cool stuff from NAMM, some people that I hung out with while I was out there in the next couple weeks. So be looking for that. You guys are awesome. Thank you for everything. Keep the downloads coming. Keep the subscriptions coming. Keep the ratings coming. Keep buying t-shirts at barstarpodcast.com. It just helps the show because I bring you this show for free every week. And with that, I am out of here. And as I say at the end of every episode, go do some shit. Seriously, beat it. Get the fuck out of here. Go do something. Go to NAMM. NAMM's coming in July. It's coming to Nashville. For my Louisville people, that's a couple hours down the road. So make your plans. Make your plans. Make your plans. Go to NAMM. Go do some shit. Go do something cool. So until next time, I will talk at you soon.